Having an Indigenous voice in government is essential for Australian government to properly represent the welfare and well-being of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. When it comes to the treatment of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Australia, former Indigenous Affairs Minister Ken Wyatt believes it to be a national disgrace and blames the neglect and negligence of Canberra for today's dysfunction in remote communities. At a recent joint committee hearing in Perth on the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice referendum, Wyatt cited the Closing the Gap initiative as an example of how a voice could operate in the form of communication between Aboriginal people and Parliament. Ken Wyatt expressed his disappointment with the Liberal Party's recent decision to campaign against the Indigenous voice to Parliament. In addition, Wyatt drew attention to the lack of Indigenous contribution when it came to government decisions such as the Social Security and National Health amending bills. He reflected that the same lack of opposition wasn't present when Australia became a multicultural country and a national body was implemented. Joining the conversation was another former minister, Libby Cheney. He expressed his understanding of the need to listen to Aboriginal voices and how that is the next step for governments to work in partnership with Aboriginal people. Cheney also reinforced Wyatt's position that the issue isn't justiciable, the voice will merely provide a platform to put their view forward to the government. Originally Wyatt and Cheney were both part of the campaign against the Indigenous voice referendum, but their positions have since changed due to a history of governments neglecting the advice and concerns of Aboriginal people. They want the voice protected, so that they are listened to and no longer feel ignored by the government. Wyatt believes that it is the only way to end the futility syndrome among young Indigenous people and inspire a new generation of Aboriginals to have a purpose and a future in the nation. It is essential for Australian governments to listen to the voice of Aboriginal people and to work in partnership with them for the well-being of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in the nation. Unless governments do this, there will remain a great disparity and the dysfunction affecting the Aboriginal population will continue. All the more reason why the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice referendum must be approved, so these people can have a say in the decisions that directly affect their lives.